Hello, hello. I have no idea what I've done here. Comments. Okay. Hello, you lovely girl, you. How are you? How are you? How are you? So, we're playing with this today. Trying out a new binding system. It may or may not work. We shall see. We shall see. We had a pretty good Christmas, actually. We had, the kids came up on, so the daughter and her husband and their two kids came up on Saturday, and they stayed the night, and we had a hectic whirlwind Christmas light tour, and went to the splash park and ate lots of food, and it was quite exhausting. So they went home Sunday afternoon. So it takes about a day and a half to get over a visit because the kids are just full on, but they're gorgeous. And then we had a rest, and then we went to a orphans and waifs Christmas party. Friends put on every year. All the people that have nowhere to go Christmas Day, so we all bring a plate. So that was a really, really good day. Came home and slept. And apart from that, not much at all. Stayed away from the shops and the craziness. Went down today, had to get some new blades from a trimmer. But it was pretty good. Wasn't too bad at all. So I'm trying a new binding system, which is basically a 1-inch flap with a gusset in it, and just stacked one on top of the other. So the gusseted ones will be the decorated ones, so it gives room for the gems and all that sort of stuff. And then there's some plain ones for in between that will just be attached this way. So you've got to work it out. So this is what I have so far. Oh, shh, get out of that. So yeah, basically this is all I have. I'm not going to put any more pages together at the moment because I want to decorate all the girlies before I put them in, except for her because I got carried away. So, but these ones will have pockets and all that sort of stuff. So that's my plan, Jan. So I'll probably put a couple of these ones together. Like so. It's so hot outside. Got up early this morning and did all the whippersnipping, and that was enough for me. Nope, not going out there again. staying inside where it's nice and cool. You had to go crooked, didn't you? First one in and had to go crooked. It was something like 27 degrees Celsius at 6 o'clock this morning, so God only knows what it is now. Get out of the way. This is annoying me now. Okay. So have you been playing with the kids? I want to see. When are you going to show me what you've been making? When, I tell you, when? Work gets in the way of crafting. It's rude. Certainly is. I'm going to have to trim this whole book up, I think. Everybody's abandoned us again. How dare they work while we're trying to play? Got any news? I haven't been doing much at all, just relaxing. It's first Christmas in years that my husband has had Christmas off, so I'm going to go out for lunch on Friday. I'm going to take the hot rod and go for a cruise, find somewhere nice to have lunch. So that will be good. Looking forward to that. So is he. Well, the hot rod's been sitting in the garage for months not being used. It's had a workout for the Christmas lights, so threw all the car seats in for the kids and did the Christmas lights. They thought that was pretty cool, with a chorus of "Go faster, Poppy" in the background, which put a big grin on his face. Hi, Laurie. Welcome, welcome. Just trying out this new binding, but I don't know if it's going to work the way I want it to, because I really need maybe it needs to go that way. Making it up as I go, so don't follow me. You'll get lost. Could end up getting all cut off if it doesn't work. Worked in my mind, but we all know what my mind's like. Yep, I'm in a perpetual state of lost. Okay, so that's 3 pages. And that's 3 pages, so that will go on top of there. Yeah, this is going to work. It's going to work. Trust me. It's going to work. I don't want to put it together yet because, as I said, I want to heavily decorate these, like this one. That's why I put the gusset in on the face ones. So it's got a little gusset there. That will sit on top of that one. This is gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just got to fine tune it. Fine tune it. Got myself, this was my Christmas present to myself. A little glass mat here. I've never had one. That's why my desk has got paint and stains all over it. But I was going to say something and I've forgotten. Hang on, I've got to find my Facebook. Oh, that's okay, Laurie. I'm glad that you popped in anyway. Very pleased. I'm not going to be on for long either because I'm going to go and make beef steak and onion pie. So I'm going to get some meat in the pressure cooker. So I'm just going to put this paper down here. Oh. Get some gems out. Yeah, I hope it will be yum. What I need to find is, so these gems here, there's actually a tutorial on my channel somewhere on how to make these rustic looking gems. Gonna have to make some more, I think. Need some circles. I haven't got any circles. Maybe that's what I will make next week. Make some more of these because I'm going to need lots. So yeah, having the gusset in the page will now allow room for these. Guess who didn't turn the phone volume down? It will leave room for these gems. And I've also got a boatload of seed beads and that I'm going to use on these. Need smaller ones. Eek. So next week we're going to have a bit of a meeting of minds, if you will, and get some agenda happening for the Use It or Lose It, which will be happening on Thursday nights with a guest each Thursday night. And we'll be learning how to use our stash that we know, all that stuff that we bought that we just had to have and have it's sat there ever since doing nothing. So, and we'll learn how to make cheaper versions of all those expensive have-to-haves, like texture paste, crackle paste, we're going to do book jewelry. Get on there. We're going to do lots of mixed media stuff, so it's going to be lots of fun. Lots of fun. And if you want to be part of it and you've got something that you either want to learn or you want to teach or you just want to come and have fun, let me know and we will book you in, because I only want to have myself and one other on each week, because it gets a bit crazy if you have too many. When you're learning something, when we're just doing craft and chat, it's fine to have more, but Leah is on board for next year. She's going to help. Irma is on board. Marianne is coming on to do a couple of goes with us. So there's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of learning. So if you want to be part of it, that's okay. If you want to be part of the panel, as you would say, just let me know. And if you have a specific item in your craft room that you want to learn how to use up, all that sort of stuff, write that down too, and I'll put it in my book so we can cover it. Because there's so many things that I can't be the only one that we've all bought because, you know, we saw it and had to have it. And then we've never used it, and it's just taking up space. And it's not only space in our craft rooms, but space in our heads that just needs to go. Things like one-off things, like you buy book corners, and you're not going to use book corners in every book that you make, but you will show you how to make them, show you how to use them on things, use them differently from what they were made for. Cool ideas like this. This is what we're going to be doing every Thursday night. Sarah, I have got so many glues in my... I'll take you for a tour one day. I'll do a video tour of my craft room with you, and I will show you how many glues I've got. And the only glues on my desk are Art Glitter Glue, Aleene's Tacky Glue, PVA glue, and my glue gun. That's it. All the other glues are rubbish. They're just rubbish. I mean, I've got a box full of tapes. They don't last. Everything that I've used when I first started making paper stuff with double-sided tape has fallen apart. They just don't work. Glue sticks. The only time I would ever contemplate using a glue stick is if I'm going to sew something, just to hold it in place. Again, glue sticks fall apart. They just don't last. And especially if you live in a humid climate, within 12 months, they're just falling apart. But it's preference. A lot of people don't like Art Glitter Glue, but Art Glitter Glue holds everything. It holds metal, it holds plastic, it holds gems, it holds everything. I haven't had anything fall apart that I've used Art Glitter Glue. Fabric glue I will never use. The stink is horrible, the same as the E600. The only time I would use E600 is if I'm using, not even then really, it's I'm making jewellery. It's not necessary. If I want to stick fabric down, I use either PVA or Aleene's Tacky Glue, and I spread it thin with a craft spatula. I spread it thin with one of these craft spreader thingy, glue spreader, and I just let it sit for a minute to go tacky, so it's not wet, wet, wet. Then I lay my fabric down, give the fabric a scrape again with this. It doesn't bleed through, it doesn't warp. It's brilliant, and you don't have to have all these stinky, stinky glues. And as I said, this is just my opinion, and I've been working in mixed media for many, many, many years. And I have said I have got drawers full of glues. I will use them up eventually in something, but they're just so not necessary. There's all these companies trying to get your money, basically. They're just repackaging glue that we already have. So even like the resin dots, these things, I just use art glitter glue. Dries clear. You don't need anything else. Metal closures on my books, I just use art glitter glue, nothing else. As long as you give everything its due dry time, proper dry time, you don't try to have instant gratification. Art glitter glue is by far the best glue that I've ever used. And with the warping and that of papers, it's just because you put too much on. You put too much on that's too wet. If you scrape it really thin with one of these and let it go tacky before you put the next either layer of paper or fabric, it's perfect. There's no bleed through, there's no warping, very little warping. I won't say there's no warping, there's always warping with glues, but very little warping. So but these are things that we'll discuss over all of next year. This is what we're going to do. We're going to experiment. I'm going to be learning alongside everybody else. We're going to do lots of experimenting. I've had this in my stash for 8 years. It still works. I use it every now and then, but I want to find out how to use it more. Like white tissue paper, I will stamp white tissue paper and then I'll paint this over the top of it to seal it and make it look old because it's got a brown tinge to it. Well, why can't we make this out of re-inker and PVA glue? What's the difference? I can't see any difference. Well, this costs, $12 and a big, huge bottle of PVA costs $3. $19.95 was the original price, and that was 8 years ago. So imagine how much it costs now. It'd be ridiculous. I bought it on special for $9.95, but it's a decoupage finish. Good old tissue paper that you get in your presents every year. Stamp it, brush this on, it gives it a seal, it gives it a vintage colour, and you're going to pay, 50 cents to make it, and if you bought the same thing through, I don't know, Sizzix or Stamping Up or blah, 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 you'd pay $9.95 for a sheet. The prices that that people are paying for stuff is ridiculous to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I go off on a tangent because I'm broke. I really hate paying high prices. And if I can find a way to make something myself and save some money, well, you bet I'm going to do it. And so let's experiment on how to do it. I'm not trying to take people's money away from them. If you want to go and spend $19 on that stuff and you can afford to, well, do it. Do it. But I won't. So if you want to learn how to make it yourself, that's what we're going to do. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So everyone that's coming on board that I've spoken to so much so far are in the same boat. They've all got stuff that's sat in their drawers for years and years and years, and they've never used, and they've all got something that they can teach. So no gatekeeping. If I've got something that I think is really cool, I'll share it. I remember walking around the well, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. We're living in the consumerism in this craft room alone. My craft room is ridiculous. I'm going to take you on a walkthrough one day. Because I'm using my webcam, I can't do it, but I'll do a live with my phone one day, and just a quick one, and show you the stuff in my craft room is embarrassing. It embarrasses me, and it overwhelms me. And my craft room is full, but it's not just my craft room. I've got a spare bedroom full of totes of fabric and paint, and I've got 7 sets of pencils. I've got 5 sets of alcohol pens. I've got this set. I've got this set. I've got this set and this set. It's like, why do I need so many pens? So we're going to use them. Let's figure out how we're going to use them. I mean, these are watercolor pens, but I've got so many. Why do I need Spectrum Noir alcohol markers and Kazaz alcohol markers and distress markers? And it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I have a wall, like, I'll just tilt the camera. I have a wall, these things here. I have 4 of those that sit across the front of my desk that are full of charms and bulb pins and eyelets and beads, and it's ridiculous. That's it. That's exactly it. We're buying a brand, because everybody has to have Timmy stuff, or everyone has to have Sizzix stuff or something like that. And it's good to have a really good set of stamps from Tim Holtz, or a really good set of dies from Sizzix, or something like that. Some of the stuff that you get on Temu is crap. They don't cut properly. They don't stamp properly. But other stuff is fine, It's like, would I rather buy a set of 4 of these from a well-known company, set of 4 for $6.99, or am I going to buy 30 for $2.99? Well, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. And you can guarantee that a lot of the junk journal washi tape sellers and that sort of stuff that have come on board in the last 2 years, a year or so, they get their stuff from China, the same as everybody else, and then they put a whacking big markup on them, and people go, "We're buying from a small company." Okay, I was a small company, yep, and I went broke because of overheads. You have all these overheads when you have a shop, and the amount of money you have to charge to cover those overheads like power and shop rent and insurance and all that sort of stuff, it's ridiculous. It's something that you buy for 80 cents and you have to sell for $4.50. I just couldn't live with myself. But I digress. And stuck my thumb in the glitter. Of course. Where's the turquoise? But yes, we will learn together next year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. Thinking outside the box is what it is. It's learning to use things, learning to make things. I'm excited too. I'm excited. We're going to have lots more people come on board in the next few weeks. I've sent out a few emails. I've got some ironing out to do. A few people have said they would be happy to come on board. They'll do 1 week, and then the next time, next week or so, they'll be in the cheap seats asking questions about how to use something else. So, and when those people are up here and sitting beside me on screen, I'll be asking questions because I want to learn too. Okay. Just going to put some glossy accents on the eyes of the cats and hair, and that one will be done. I'm not on the French everything train, only for the fact I've never been able to afford to buy them. I've never had any real French ephemera, but I've got old books and stuff here that I tear stuff out of, but the price that they're charging for them is ridiculous. It's absolutely, I couldn't justify spending $100 or $200 on a ledger or a book or something like that just to rip it up and stick it in a journal that you're going to sell for $30 or $50, or it doesn't make sense to me. But each to their own. The book was worth, to me, the book was worth $100 in its entirety in that condition. And it stays like that. And you keep it in your bookshelf and you hope that somebody won't throw it in the dumpster when you pass away. But if it's falling apart, I have an op shop out the road where I used to work, a thrift store, and they keep all the really old books that are falling apart. They keep it for me in a box, and I go in there and I go and pick the books up, and I use the cover boards to make journals, and I use the pages as backgrounds, layering, that sort of stuff. It costs me nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if you've got a local thrift store that you go to all the time, most of them will be happy to put a box aside for you. Some are not. They're pretty rude about it. But if they put a box under the table that says Di's box, and they throw all the really old broken jewelry and the torn up books and the lace that's got rust stains on it because they can't sell it, they put that in a box, and I go out there once a month and I give them a box of stuff that they can sell, and they give me a box of stuff that they can't sell. It's a win-win situation, I say, and it's cost me nothing. Absolutely nothing. That'll do me. Okay, so that's 2 pages done. This one. And this one. Some gems and a bit of stickles. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I've got a stray. Alrighty. I've got to go and hunt some fabric out that I want to use for the cover of this. I've got a skirt that I thrifted in these colours as velvet. Hi, Kathy. How are you? My Christmas was great, thank you. How was yours? It was nice and quiet. It wasn't hectic, so thank you. This is from my new kit. I've got a Ko-fi shop now, and this is my shaman kit. So there's lots of beautiful beaded ladies in this kit. So I'm making a journal. This is my new Will Be Large journal. Large journal. Largish. So I backed all of these and put this up here to dry. Get rid of these gems. So I backed all of these tags and things just with some scrapbook paper. Again, because I don't use scrapbook paper. But this year I'm going to use it up for tags and stuff like that. So we're going to decorate a few of these. Oh, that's not good. It's not good at all. We had the kids up, one lot of kids up on the weekend before Christmas, and then went to a friend's for Christmas Day. So we had similar. I wasn't even going to put a tree up until the kids decided they were going to come up, so that's okay. I didn't even put my big tree up. I put my little mini tree up with a few lights on it. So next year we're doing a series of Use It or Lose It, and it's going to be every Friday morning, which is Thursday night in America, Friday morning here, with guests that are going to come and show us how they make stuff. For all that stuff we have sitting in our craft rooms that we don't use. Hi, Chiquito! What you doing? What's happening? Yes, I spoke to all mine. That was good. Except for one who doesn't like me. That's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, including my children, so... I don't mind. Dried flowers. Man, I haven't dried flowers for years, but I don't need another craft. I am just playing with the Shaman kit at the moment. I just did this one. And this one. And learning a new binding system, which I will show more of next week or in the next live, whenever I decide to go live again. Other than that, we're just having a quiet one. Don't want shamans, but we want feathers. We don't want the hippie girls, but we want crystals. Feathers. Don't need those, don't need those. Don't need those. Okay. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I used to have one of those, Chiquita. I used to. But yeah, that's what our series is going to be all about. All that stuff that we bought over the years and never used. So the series is going to be all about using it in different ways than what it was designed to be used, learning new techniques, learning something that you want to learn. So each week we'll do something, and I'll get people to put in their comments what they want to learn, what they've got sitting there that they don't know how to use or have never used before. I mean, I've got a whole set of these Perlin pens. I use them once in a blue moon. Got to use them before they go hard and we have to throw them out and get frustrated because we've wasted money on stuff that has gone hard, which bugs the living bejesus out of me. It's like all my coloured pastes from, what's the name of them? Not Dylusions. I've got probably every colour, and they were given to me by a lady. Every colour of these Dylusion paints. Oh, come off. So I've got them all. I've got every single colour. She gave me the whole set, and I don't even know if they've ever been used and if they're all right. So they're starting to separate, so I need to use them. Acrylic paint for creative journey. But I had a complete set of Tim Holtz crackle paints, all the colours. Had to throw them all out while I dyed paper with them, but they all went dry. So I opened the lids and I threw them into a tub of water. Not all the colours together, but you know get the drift. And dyed paper with it, but it's not what I bought them for. So, yes, that frustrated me. It's like, okay, I need help. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that needs help. Let's do a series on it. Hi, Leah Lovely. How are you? Excellent. Excellent. Don't come out so fast. Juan Cristo. You should be sorry. You should have been here an hour ago. What's your excuse? Where's your note? You missed me making this girl. She birdie. So I'm just making lists of things that I've got in my stash that I've never used, which is a complete set of Dylusions paints. I've never used them because I've got hundreds of sets of paints. So this will be on the list of stuff to use it or lose it. Where's my pen gone? Dylusions paint. You can see this list becoming pages and pages and pages. Oh my goodness, Kathy. That darn COVID. See, earlier on this year I had COVID, which I got immediately after having the third injection. I got so sick that I ended up in hospital about 7 times with all different chest infections. 7 months it went on for, long COVID. Pneumonia, chest infection after chest infection. Oh, you've got bronchitis, take this drug. Oh, you've got asthma, take this drug. Oh, you've got pneumonia, take this. Oh, you've got this, that, and the other. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting. So glad I haven't got that anymore. But if it's taking away from your crafting, that is even doubly bad. My heart goes out to you, Kath. Kath is from Australia too, and she gave me the most beautiful coffee dyed papers that were stenciled. They were lovely. Yep, it's going to be huge. I am so excited about next year. And Leah's going to be on. Leah's going to be up here on the panel showing us how to do something, teaching us as well as learning. I don't know if I told you that yet or asked. Oh, dear. Did I tell you that, Leah? Sure, I told you that. Yay! So you need to make a list of stuff that you've got in your stash that you've never used or don't know how to use or want to learn to use. Want to learn to use it differently so you can use it more often. Make your list. Bring it to the party. So Marianne from Happy Paper People is coming on board. She won't probably be ready until about February, but that's okay. Irma's coming on board. Leah. Probably Lindy, if I can tie her down. Casey, if I can tie him down. We'll get heaps of people that can contribute. and experiment along with us. So what, you'll tie someone down for us, Leah? You're the henchman? Awesome. We need henchmen. Awesome. So each time I go to one of my drawers or one of my cupboards or shelving units, I have a look and I go, I've never used that. I haven't used that for over a year. It goes on the list. So make yourselves a list, ladies. Chiquita might be able to contribute, show us something that we don't know how to do. Everybody's got something that they can show us. Everybody. Hello, Rhonda. Miss Rabbit. I am making a shaman book with my new digital. So at the moment I'm just glittering up tags and pockets and pages before I put it all together. Oh, there's lots of stuff that I haven't done, Kath. I mean, I've done a lot of things, but there's lots of things that I don't know how to do. Like, I don't know how to do the grungy, rusty papers. Like, where do I start on those? I've distressed papers and stuff before, but how do I get that beautiful, crusty, grungy, rusty paper? I want to know how to do that. I want to know how to do that. I want to know how to add. I mean, I know how to do texture, but I don't know how to do rusty texture. So yeah, there's stuff that I haven't learned how to do. Probably I haven't had time to experiment. I've got all the stuff. So that'll be another part of it. We'll sit down and experiment. And Angie Garcia, she does the most amazing rusty grunge that I've ever seen. I want to do stuff like that. Show me how. Oh, I always have. I think I've got about 20 sheets of coffee dyed paper left in my stash. That's it. And I go, oh, today I'm going to tea dye some paper, and then the wind starts, or a visitor comes, or procrastination sets in and I can't be asked. So anytime you want to send me some paper, I'll be happy to pay for it. because it's not stupid prices like American price postage. Don't happen to have any turquoise dyed papers, do you, Kath? Do you? You did, Chiquita, you did. But it's too expensive to post stuff from over there. I'd feel guilty. Did I send you those plastic doilies and stuff? Did I ever send them to you? Or did I forget all about it and have a blonde moment? Ooh, sounds lovely. I need something to go with this kit. This kit. So I've got these, but I need some blues or something. Nice colours. I have others besides boho. I have some boho. I've got some more florals and vintage lace kits coming up. I'm working on them at the moment. What else? What else have I got? I've got another gentleman's safari kit coming up. I have a steampunk kit coming up. I'm just in the middle of editing those. What else have I got? What else have I got? What else have I got? What are you into, Rhonda? Let me tell you if I've got it coming up or not. I'll pop your address back into my messenger and I'll get them off to you because I've got heaps and I don't need heaps. So don't get them done enough. And I'll send them to you, Kath. It was slack of me not to send them to you. Should have reminded me. Got a brain like a sieve sometimes. And I wouldn't notice until I went to the drawer with all the plastic doilies in it and gone, oh, did I send Kathy those things? No. Got to remind me. Hi, Kerry. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see, my girl. Did you have a good Christmas? Where's my orange gone? It was good. It was good. It was quieter than usual, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It was good not to have to cook a huge meal this time. I just took a tray of desserts, which I made some Christmas crack, some homemade shortbread, some choc chip strawberries, a fruit platter, and yep, that was my contribution to. It had some chocolate fudge dipping sauce, some hello custard, some whipped cream, and the chocolate fudge sauce to dip all the fruit and bits and pieces in. So that was my platter, but I didn't have to do all the roasts and things like I usually do. So that was fine by me. Fine by me. Crap. Concentrating. Tongue's hanging out. Can't talk. Oh, it should be up in the next week, Rhonda. I'll get working on it. It's sitting in my editor thing program. Oh, that would be nice, Kathy. Play date. That would be lovely. Goodness gracious me. My phone's beeping at me. What was I saying? Yes, I've got that in my editor, and the steampunk one will be ready first because I've almost finished that. That's got cogs and big metal rusty walls and trains and balloons and all sorts of stuff in that. A bit industrial grunge, so that one's nearly done. But yeah, definitely pop your address in, Kathy, and I'll send those plastic doilies up to you for your papers. So who wants to come and play so I don't have to do all the talking? Sarah, Leah, Chiquita. Thanks. So this is my shaman kit. This is part of the shaman kit. So I've just been doing these little faces today. Before I get started on the blank pages with all the pockets and things. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This colour, I think. I haven't seen what you've done with the boho kit. We need to have an update between you and Irma with that one. I'm so excited. Oh, excuses, Leah. Seriously. Nobody wants to come and play with me anymore. It's starting to get a complex about it. So yes, you and Irma need to do an update on the progress of that kit. So for those that don't know, Leah and Irma have self-appointed themselves my design team and are working on the boho kit at the moment. No, that's not far at all. That's just, that's just a morning drive. You're welcome to come up anytime. I don't go anywhere unless it's a doctor's appointment. I'm a recluse. Because I'm too angry to people most of the time. Yay, Leah! I'm so excited. I get more excitement out of watching people use these than making them. It's crazy. Okay, need a piece of card. Put all these on. No. Turning into a grumpy old woman, Kathy, I am. Just don't people anymore. Like, I went to the supermarket Christmas Eve to get fresh strawberries for the chocolate dipped strawberries to take, and it was so smooth. I drove in, I found a park in the shade without waiting. I didn't have to drive around. Okay, Vanessa, see you later. I went in, did my shopping, didn't have to wait at the checkout. It was shock. It's like, oh my God. Got back to the car, went over to the electrical place and got some micro sims for a dash cam. Got back to the car, back out of the car park, and this four-wheel drive pulls up. And I couldn't get around the corner because she was pulled too close and it's very narrow. So I asked her to back up so I could get around the corner. She started pointing. She wanted to go this way. I said, yes, I know you want to go that way, but can you back up, let me around the corner? She went, no, she wasn't doing that. She was getting me out of the way. I said, I can't back up. There's somebody behind me. You need to back up. You've got no one behind you so I can get around the corner. So she took her hands off the steering wheel and folded her arms. I went, oh, okay, game on. I can play this game forever. So I turned my car off. No, I didn't because the air conditioner, so I put it in neutral, put the park brake on, folded my arms, got on my phone. She started tooting at me. I said, no, you back up. Anyway, there was a lady in the car in a park next to me, just standing there. And she goes, did you want to come into this park? I said, no, I've just pulled out of that park and I want to get around the corner, and she won't let me in to get around the corner. So she over to the car and knocked on her window and said, you need to back up. She can't back up because there's a car behind her. There's not enough room for you to get around her. You need to back up and let her through. So she slammed it into reverse and backed up like just enough for me to get around, then flipped me the bird. She said, Merry Christmas, asshole. But that was my shopping trip. So I don't know people very well anymore. Could have got out of the car. I didn't get out of the car. I just sat there. I said, you want to play that game? I can play that game. Folded my arms, got on my phone, watched a bit of YouTube. I can do the spiteful waiting game better than she can. Rhonda, am I still living in that beautiful home? Which beautiful home? Are you talking about my house with a swimming pool or the one I moved into after the bus? So we are still in the house that I moved into after the bus. Bus is still sitting outside. We are going to move back into the bus at some stage, which is going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to put all this stuff. That's a good one. I have to remember that one. When people swear at me, I always say, do you kiss your children with that mouth? Oh! I just blinged everywhere. Damn it. That's too small. Yeah, just whacked the top of the bling box and spilled a heap of it on the floor. So That'll be fun to pick up later. Fun, fun, fun. Hubby's in the kitchen. He must have got hungry. This house that I'm in at the moment is a rental. It comes with my husband's job, so I do have a lot of bling. This is all my, I've got 2 of these containers of flat back bling that you need to glue. And then I've got this box here full of bling on a string. Bling on a string. That's a huge, huge box. And then I've got another box of flatback pearls that is huge as well. So this is why I designed these kits, to use all this stuff up. Who needs this much bling? Seriously. Who? Who needs it? Who? Correct, Rhonda. It's never enough. One of these. Shape, nope. Nope. No, that one will do. This stuff, most of this stuff all came from Spotlight or Temu. Spotlight often have big boxes, like about yay big, full of mixed coloured bling, and you can sometimes get it on special for $9 for the whole box. The rest of it came from all the cheap shops. I just collect a few every now and then. A lot have been gifted to me. big. I've actually just ordered myself a world clock. It's going to have all the time zones on the one thing with the, so I can work out better what time. But yes, I will be having another chat very soon. 7:30 a.m. would be about 10:30 p.m. here, so I just got to work it out. But yes, I will be soon. But I'm just about finished because I'm hungry. I need to go and have lunch, so I'm going to pack it in for the day. Kath, can you message me your address and I will get those doilies off to you? Everyone else, have a lovely day, night, whatever. 7, oh yeah, that was a mistake. I couldn't figure out how to delete it. I was trying to do it in the car wash, but so 7:30, well, that would have been 11 p.m. So disregard that one. I will delete it as soon as I get onto my big computer. But let me know what's a good time for you, and I can always, except 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing another 3 o'clock in the morning one. No way, no how. It's too much. Awesome. Thanks, Kath. All right, I'm going to finish up here. I'm going to go and have some lunch. Make myself a chicken salad roll. And I will continue this off screen. Not before lunch for you. Okay, I've just got to work out. I can't cater for everybody. I've got to come close enough, So usually, it's usually going to be about 11 o'clock. Then it's not too late in America. We'll work it out. I can always do some impromptu lives in the afternoon for the Aussies. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and read it now. Hi, Patty. We're just about to wrap up. There's an idea, Kathy. Thank you. Yes, we're just working on this one. That's just a start. This is the one we did earlier. This is from my new kit. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment if you can later on, because Facebook, I mean, YouTube is changing their algorithms now that if you don't get enough interactions or likes on your videos, they're not going to put them forward to anybody, and which means we don't grow except by word of mouth. So I would appreciate it if you get time, come back and put a comment on the video so YouTube thinks that there's something interesting going on here. I'll explain more. Patty, next year we're doing a series of Use It or Lose It. We're going to have guests on every Thursday night for America, Friday morning for Australia. We're going to have a series of guests, and we're going to ask people what they have in their stash that they've never used, haven't used for years, want to learn how to use, that sort of thing. So at the live, I will ask for next week. So if you've got something, put it in the list. We'll put it on and we'll add it to our list of things to teach, learn. We'll learn together and use. So I'm sick of throwing things out that I haven't used and I just had to have. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, and I will catch you in a few days when I get my world clock and I figure out time differences. Alrighty, thanks again. Love yous. No, I don't know what time yet, but if you've got notifications set for YouTube, I'll send out a prequel to the live at the right time this time. Alrighty, bye for now.